If I look back at all the data, today is for sure going to be one of the most volatile days, because today we are going to get the next FOMC meeting, and not just one, because on today's FOMC meeting we're going to get rate cuts, and more importantly we're going to get the dot plot. So I will be exactly discuss what this means on today's update video. I want to be, of course, talk about the trades we still have open, how Bitcoin is looking at this current moment of time, and of course what the general outlook is for Bitcoin and what we could be expecting is going to be happening next year. So without any further ado here, I will be discussing this and much more on today's update video. So don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1000 likes, will be highly appreciated, and let me jump straight away in today's update video. So currently, if we're looking at Bitcoin, it has been very, very strong recently. And yesterday, we actually started to see another push towards the upside. We even broke the range high sitting around $16,700. And of course, we confirmed a new high in the market. And ultimately, if I'm still looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame, you can see here, previous support flipped into resistance right here, and now is still acting as resistance. So in my opinion, the critical level of resistance is not broken yet here, but whenever Bitcoin is going to be crushing above this very critical level of resistance, I do think we cleared the most significant level of resistance of this entire region, and nothing will be literally holding us back to move all the way back up here towards the all-time high for Bitcoin. And of course, ultimately, we've been talking so many times already about the price targets that we are having. And of course, while we were trading on the exact bottom, I showed you I was opening up this long position on Bitcoin. And now this long position on Bitcoin is in about, what is it, $1 million in profit. Sorry, in total, my trades are in about $1.2 million in profit. And yes, we are doing just absolutely amazing. And yeah, I am still holding them open because I do think we're going to rally higher. Since yesterday, also on the video I made there, I discussed that we were creating this bull flag pattern on Bitcoin. You can see here, we were creating a downward sloping resist line, downward sloping support line as well. And of course, this was all getting created while we were still sitting in an uptrend. And on the moment we actually broke this bull flag, like you can see over here, we straight away start to see a continuation. And to look at the price target of such kind of a bull flag pattern, you're going to be looking at the starting point of the move here towards the upside. And then you're going to be calculating the move here. And it should be having a price target of about $120,000. So yes, also another reason that I want to be holding my trades open. But ultimately, the main driver and the main reason why we're going to be seeing massive volatility today is not only the interest rate decision, but also the FOMC meeting, where, of course, Jerome Powell, like you can see over here, the Fed speech, where Jerome Powell will be speaking about his market outlook. And also, we're going to get the dot plot. And to quickly show you what the dot plot is here, the dot plot is basically where all participation members of the FOMC, of the Federal Reserve, are going to be giving their assessments on where the rates are going to be moving towards in the upcoming period. And that is, of course, extremely important to get here, because the last time we got this data was on June 18th, and now the economy has significantly changed here. So for sure, the outlook that we're going to get here later today is going to be for sure very important, because this is going to be telling us something about where ultimately the rates are going to be moving towards. And yes, if we're looking back at all the data, we do know that if the rates are lower, we obviously are going to see cheaper money. If we get cheaper money, there is obviously more money printing going to be here. And actually, if we're looking at the M2 global money supply, we can already see it just hit a new all-time high. So I ultimately already believe it's going to be a matter of time before Bitcoin is going to be catching up towards the M2 global money supply. But you can see for the last 2 months or 3 months even, we have seen the M2 money supply stabilize and consolidate, but now it is starting to be breaking out towards the upside again here. And especially if we're going to get more rate cuts, this is going to go only more and more exponential. But of course, if I'm looking back at all these previous times on the FOMC here, you can just clearly see this is the Bitcoin chart. Here you can see the last time we got the FOMC, slight little drop, big push towards the upside. Before that, a slight little drop, big push towards the upside. Here, a straightaway push towards the upside. Here also straight away pump towards the upside. But basically what it shows you, this chart, and of course on Ethereum is a little bit different, but I'm going to be showing you it as well here. But basically this is the chart on Ethereum. Basically where it comes back to is that not necessarily on the day itself of the FOMC, we tend to see big spikes there, but for sure in the week after, there's one thing guaranteed, and that there's going to be a very big explosive move here. So yes, this is something I'm once again expecting, and I will be, of course, live stream this FOMC meeting later today here. I'm going to give you guys all the breakdowns on what is going to be happening. I'm going to give you guys my live review on what I'm seeing and much, much more. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and put your bell notification on here, because it is going to be a very, very interesting day here. And by the way, also, I quickly want to be mentioning that I've got my own private Telegram trading group here. And in this trading group, guys, there are multiple setups getting shared here. I am sharing my trading setups. You can see that people are absolutely printing in this group every single day, because like you can see, for example, we have 5 other professional traders. Yesterday, Rover, for example, had another very successful long position on Bitcoin. Then this morning, CRYPTOSEA guy, also a very good trader, has set up new trades here, basically discussing his setups. And we've got more and more professional traders, and more will be also joining in the future in this group here. So if you are interested in trading, want to be staying up to date on my trades and what I am doing, what I would recommend is definitely, guys, to go to the second link in today's video description, because if you go to that link, you can right now join that private Telegram group here. So very, very valuable, and make sure to check it out for sure. And guys, I also want to be mentioning the fact, if you're maybe looking for a decentralized exchange, so not a centralized exchange, but a decentralized one, I would highly recommend Apex. Apex is basically the decentralized exchange of BYBIT. And yeah, they have right now an insane deposit bonus running. You can get this deposit bonus also by using the third link in today's video description. And yeah, you can win up to $10,000 by signing up an account using that link below. It's basically an exchange like you know it. But the big difference is that you don't need to do KYC, but you just have to connect your wallet and you can get started trading. So make sure to check it out. It's definitely very valuable. And yeah, just like all other exchanges as well, you've got spot trading with all the most popular spot listings. You've got perpetuals and much more here. So make sure to check it out using the third link in today's video description. Further on, I want to be continuing in this video and quickly mentioning the fact that right now, if I'm looking at the liquidity heat map on Bitcoin, there's a ton of liquidity being built up above us, around $117,000. So it seems quite inevitable that we're ultimately going to be grabbing this liquidity. And yeah, I discussed this level earlier in the video. I do want to be confirming with everyone out there that we first have to be breaking above this level before, of course, talking about the continuation. And for sure, later today with that FOMC, we're going to see a lot of volatility. But looking, of course, at the looking at the halving cycle and indicator, we of course can see that we're right now entering the last stage of the Bitcoin bull market. So yeah, whenever we're going to be hitting my targets of about $137,000, I will start to take more aggressive profit on my trades here. But of course, if you're subscribed to the channel, I will keep you guys up to date on that here. Then looking at Ethereum, I can right now start to see that we're creating a massive symmetrical triangle. It looks very, very interesting. And yeah, it is just still getting rejected from the top side of resistance, still finding support on the lower side of support. And basically, it's just in a bigger consolidation phase here. So very much looking at towards this consolidation phase. Ultimately, Ethereum is getting rejected by the previous all-time high here. And whenever we break above this high, I do think a big continuation is going to take place here. And if you're going to compare Ethereum to Bitcoin, it looks all more than similar towards each other, but Ethereum has got some catching up to do here. Also for the total tree chart here, guys, the entire cryptocurrency market cap, excluding Bitcoin ETH, literally look about to be breaking out here. Also, if you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, it is telling a very, very similar story. So super excited for what is about to be coming next year. Bitcoin looks good here. Ethereum looks good here. And ultimately, I think we're going to get a very big breakout. So guys, this is it for me in today's update video. I would highly recommend for everyone out there to tune in towards this new stream I will be doing tonight here about the FOMC. It is going to be volatile. It is going to be exciting. And of course, we're going to be showing the trades. We're going to be potentially look at new trading opportunities. So make sure to join over there. But anyways, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Slap on that like button. And see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.